Welcome to this guide on the analysis of variance, or ANOVA table. If you have ever felt overwhelmed by the calculations in statistics, specifically when comparing multiple groups, you are in the right place. Today, we are going to break down the ANOVA table step by step. We will understand what each column represents, from degrees of freedom to the sum of squares, and how they all work together to give us the final F-statistic. First, why do we even use this table? When we deal with complex data involving 3 or more groups, looking at raw numbers is confusing. We need a way to measure how much the data varies. The ANOVA table provides a structured summary. It acts like a roadmap that organizes all our calculations to break down the total variation into understandable parts. Ultimately, this structure helps us make a clear decision based on a single number, the F-statistic. Let's look at the skeleton of the table. It is organized into rows and columns. The rows represent the sources of variation, variation between groups, variation within groups, often called error, and the total variation. The columns guide us through the math, first degrees of freedom, then sum of squares, followed by mean square, and finally the F value. Notice how the calculation flows from left to right. The core concept of ANOVA is splitting variation into two types. First, we have between groups variation. This is the good stuff. It is the difference caused by the actual treatment or factor we are testing, like the difference between group means. Second, we have within groups variation. This is just random noise or error inside each group, where data points spread out around their own average. ANOVA compares these two. Now for the math. The first column is degrees of freedom, or DF for between groups. The formula is k-1, where k is the number of groups. For within groups, it is n-k, where n is the total number of participants. And for total, it is simply n-1. An easy check is that the first two rows always add up to the total row. Next is the sum of squares, or SS. This measures the total variability. SS between measures how far the group means are from the grand mean. SS within measures how far individual data points are from their own group mean. Just like with degrees of freedom, the sum of squares between plus the sum of squares within equals the total sum of squares. The sum of squares can be a huge number, so we need to average it out. This gives us the mean square, or MS. This is essentially a variance estimate. To get it, we simply divide the sum of squares by its corresponding degrees of freedom. We calculate this separately for the between group and the within group row. Finally, we reach our destination, the F-statistic. This is just a ratio. We divide the mean square between by the mean square within. Think of it as a signal-to-noise ratio. If the top number, the variation between groups, is much larger than the bottom number, the random error, we get a large F value. A large F value tells us that the differences we see are likely real and not just due to chance. Let's see it in action with a simple example. Imagine we have 3 groups with 5 people each. That gives us a total of 15 people. For degrees of freedom, between is 3 minus 1, which is 2. Within is 15 minus 3, which is 12. If our calculations gave us a sum of squares of 50 for between and 72 for within, we divide 50 by 2 to get a mean square of 25. We divide 72 by 12 to get 6. Finally, 25 divided by 6 gives us an F-statistic of 4.17. To wrap up, remember these 3 points. ANOVA is about splitting variation into signal and noise. The table is just a tool to organize the degrees of freedom and sums of squares to find the mean squares. And finally, the F-statistic is the ratio that tells us if our results are significant. Master this table, and you master the logic of ANOVA.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.